Hello? 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 Can y'all hear me? Do I sound okay? Oh my gosh, I can't zoom. I can't see. Hello? Oh my god, this head looks so small on me. Does the audio sound okay? Do I sound loud? Do I sound quiet? Let me know. I haven't tested the new microphone with this fursuit, so... yeah, it's old Stormi. It's old Stormi. Yeah, it's been a while since I wore this bean. It's been many... I don't want to say many years. It's been about a year since I wore this first stream, and before that, it's been like... something like 2 years? Give or take. Oh my gosh, this head is so tight on me now. The foam is so stiff. It's gotten really old. And it's so much smaller than the other heads. I have to get so close to the camera now. Like, yeah, Hi Daniel, how you doing? Hot dog bong water. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make the mic clip. But how are y'all doing? How are you doing? It's so small. It really is. It's such a tiny head. He's a very, very small head. I'm gonna unmute Raggedoo here in a moment so we can start talking about things. Hi Seeker, how you doing? How y'all all doing? Hiya. Oh. Oh gosh, that one wasn't as cursed as I was hoping. It changes your voice a bit. I'm having to I'm trying not to talk too loudly because one, I'm just really low energy, and two, the microphone is really, really close to my mouth in this suit head because the mouth is so much smaller, and I don't want to hurt y'all's ears. That's kind of why I'm being quieter, and, well, it's kind of a more serious topic we're doing tonight. Daniel says I got some big things going on in my sphere of reality. Oh, I felt that. Not a lot of good things going on in my world, but I appreciate the little things here and there. I take what I can get, you know? Seeker? No, not everything's great, but, you know, I'm still here. There's that. I'm still here. That's what matters, right? Stump Jumper says, doing okay, how goes it? I'm really tired today, and I think it's a combination of just me, like, stressing out earlier and yesterday, and just being kind of nervous about this topic. Daniel says, we're still here. Christmas it is. Christmas? It is not Christmas. It's not Christmas anywhere right now. I'm very confused. Hi Brisky, how you doing? Hi Caffeine Fox. Oh my goodness, it's a Caffeine Fox. Hi Ali, the silly goose, how you doing? Stump says, glad you're still hanging in there. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. So you're telling me the key to success is to work out, to literally get those gains. Okay, I will lift some weights again, I guess. I'm actually being quite serious about that. I used to lift weights a lot. Every day can be Christmas if you try hard enough. That's debatable. But if you have any tips on how I could make everyday Christmas, let me know. Hi Shadow, how you doing? Do it. It's good for you. Classic Stormi. Yes. Let's make Classic Stormi curse Stormi. Let's see what we can do here. I can't see the snoot. Let me do it for you. Let me do it for you. Oh gosh, I can't curse this suit. It's too small for what I'm trying to do. It's so much smaller than my other heads. Like, let me show you. Oh my god. Here's a size comparison. There is no comparison. It is massive. It is humongousness compared to my first Stormi head. It is massive. And this thing is just like the size of a grain of salt compared to that suit head. It's also very uncomfortable. I want to drive that point home. This suit hurts my head so much. I feel like it's almost cutting off the blood circulation to my brain. It's so tight. It is just, it's so small. It's so tight on my head. The foam feels like it's made out of rock at this point. It's so stiff. Viewing versus no. I'm millennial, and for some reason, I know what those words mean because I feel like I have to keep up with all the Zoomer words now. Stormi 1.0 is more the size if you became your persona. I guess that's true. Don't keep it the whole stream. I'm not going to be able to, Sleepy Oat. It actually physically hurts. So I will probably switch in the next 30 minutes. Daniel says, why wear it then? Because I felt nostalgic. I want the old days back. The old days where I felt like I was on top of the world in my earlier YouTube years. I'm just going to be real with y'all. I felt like this unstoppable force. I wasn't bragging about it or anything, but in the back of my mind I was like, holy heck, did that actually happen? Did I actually become guest of honor at a furry convention twice? And like, I absolutely let it get to my head a little bit. I just never told anyone. And now I look back at it now, I'm like, wow, I don't think I fell off, but I think I tripped quite a bit. Or maybe I fell off a little bit. But I haven't totally gone, not yet anyway. So yeah, a lot of people that might be all humble about their success and whatnot. No, most of us in the back of our minds, we feel pretty powerful in the back of our minds. But we don't talk about it. We don't like flex about it in front of everyone because one, that's just rude and obnoxious, and two, you don't want to like set a bad example, you know. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. Yes it is. Yes it is. 3 years ago, I could have bought someone a used car. Today, my bank account is screaming at me. Constantly. I constantly get alerts from my bank that your funds are low. I'm like, thank you for telling me. Now I don't know if rent will go through. So, yeah, I'm not in a good place anymore. I was for a while, but now I'm not. So, Ollie, no. Everything's terrible right now. So, yeah, that kind of just brings me to my next point. How much I've changed, how everything has changed over these last few years. Proto, you sweet bean. Hi Proto. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you got some sleep. I feel like Proto caught my insomnia. Oh gosh. It's a prot. It's a prot. And the prot is posted my Patreon. You don't have to support me on my Patreon, but it does help. But you don't have to if you don't want to. You have a sinus infection. Welcome to my world. I only had like 1 million of those this year. Yeah. But my Patreon, you get to that's right. You get to you get to Oh my gosh, that looks kind of cursed. I look like a little gremlin actually. Oh my god. But yeah, the Patreon is how I pay my rent. That's where most of it comes from. That, Twitch, and YouTube. It comes from all of them. Yeah, I'm a little gremlin. I am. I could be a little gremlin sometimes. There was a second tongue on your chest. I have several questions. I have several questions about how you came up with those words, Proto. Also, can y'all see, like, y'all could see the microphone in my mouth. In my mouth. I am not quitting the furry fandom. I knew someone was gonna say that. No. I'm not quitting the furry fandom, but I feel like I'm not really part of it anymore. I feel like I don't feel so much as I've left the furry fandom so much as it's like changed into something I just feel like I don't fit in anymore. Like I'm still in it, but it's almost awkward. It's awkward as in let's take a really popular furry trope. Let's take the, what is it, the boy kisser thing, that one that's been around for over a year now. Y'all, I can't relate to that. I mean, I get why it's relevant, I get why people like it, but it doesn't connect with me, I guess, because that part of my life has long since sailed many years ago. Ergo, it kind of feels like the furry fandom is harder to fit in when you reach a certain age. And I'm not going anywhere, but I'm also just like smile and nod. When you don't understand something, just smile and nod. So it looks like Stormi's head was eating the mic. No, I have a wireless mic in, well, actually, it kind of does, because it's like right there. And it's barely hanging on to my two teeth. A lot of furs nowadays are younger. It seems like that. And look, I'm old. It's awkward. I'm just gonna keep it real. It's awkward. And I'm trying to find like other furries that are like in my age group, and it's becoming quite difficult. And I don't know where to go. I can't believe I'm saying this. I don't know where to go. And I consider myself pretty big brain on topics like this, but for once I'm actually stumped. I do, Proto, I do, and I swear that was just luck. So this is actually a very good time to talk about how we're going in a different direction with my content. Some of y'all might love this. Some of y'all might hate this. So, if I look up, let's just say, Fursuit, furries, on YouTube search right now, I get a bunch of shorts that do not interest me. And I mean that as in, it's not that they're bad, it's just they don't interest me. It's like the algorithm doesn't know. It doesn't know what I want to see. And some people just say stuff like, well, if the algorithm keeps suggesting it, that must be what you're into. No, all it tells me is that the furry fandom, like, in terms of content, it skews more towards, dancing cutely in fursuit uwu.mp4. And yes, I'm not saying I don't like shorts, but it's a concept, I don't like them. The content is just, it's not bad, it's just, it doesn't pertain to what I'm looking for. And there are guides that are like posted in shorts. There's one dude, he's actually pretty hecking smart that I was watching. He was like showing me how to code something for my live stream setup. He talked like 300 miles a second, and it was annoying. I couldn't watch it. I had to put it on loop and listen to it 30 times. And the whole process was just, I could have gotten it done faster if he just did a normal long form video. And yes, I do shorts. Very rarely, once in a while, I'll do a short. And when I do, I make sure it's nice and polished, because I think y'all deserve the best that I can come up with. I don't support this notion of get videos out as quickly as possible, roll them off a conveyor belt, blah, 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 blah. I hate that. And I wish people would stop doing that. You put some love into your content. Show people what you can do. That's what I want to see. Not push out 30 videos a day. That's not healthy, okay? Cargo pants, shorts. I mean, you're not wrong. I prefer cargo pants over shorts. Stump Jumper says cookie cutter content. I agree 100% with that statement. Hal says quote unquote videos. Yeah, also I agree. So we've kind of had like this perfect storm of events the last 3 years that have kind of led up to furry YouTube changing and it affecting my channel for the worst. Not for the better, for the worst. Because every single metric on my channel is down. It is so low right now. I don't even look at my metrics anymore because it just makes me sad. So I know my channel isn't totally dead, but I would say it's about half of what it used to be. And that's not good. But, you know, nothing lasts forever, I guess. You know, things have to change. Things have to evolve. Whether we like it or not, things change. Hi, Jonathan. How you doing? What's going on, Jonathan? Chris says, not that I don't laugh at furry memes here and there. Same. I mean, some of them are actually pretty funny. Like, some of the furry memes I see on Reddit, classic stuff. But it seems like almost every mildly popular furry YouTuber shifted into meme compilations. Yeah, and I refuse to do that. That is, no cap, on God, paradot, gyat, and all the other words that I probably shouldn't say because I'm a millennial, okay? Hi DJ Foxy, how you doing? But yeah, it's like this shift to like meme comps with furry content. It's not my thing. It's not my forte. It's not in my interest. It is not relevant. It is not. Oh my gosh. I just realized something silly. So, brief tangent. My old fursuit, it made it really difficult to like say certain syllables, and it just happened. And that was like a nostalgia wave that hit me. Oh my god. But anyway, yeah, it's just, there's like been this shift. We had so many events, major events that happened in the last 3 or 4 years, whether it be pandemic, whether it be TikTok, and, you know, just people growing up, getting older. Everything's changing. I have changed. I don't think I need to talk about what happened on June 6th of 2021. If you know, you know. And I'm pretty sure most of y'all know. So, hi Matt, how you doing? When did the music get so loud? Normalization much? No, there is none. A Chunky Moon says, lol. Yes, we are talking about the funny here. Actually, no. Oh, Chunky Moon wants the lol. Okay. So from one verified content creator to another. But how you doing, Chunk? How you doing? Rage Master says, you're never too old to be in the furry fandom. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that. Hi Rusty, how you doing? So this bean that I'm wearing, I kind of owe my life to in many ways because, well, go watch my first video and you can find out. One of the ears on this suit is actually collapsed in the back, and I don't know how it's staying in place. I'm trying not to be too rough with it. The suit does need repairs. I've been told it actually needs a full refurb from top to bottom. I don't know if I'll ever do that. Chunky says YouTube sadly wants us to do the shorts nonstop to compete with TikTok. I effing hate TikTok with every single cell in my membranous. And with every single fiber of my body, I don't like it. And I don't like it for reasons that may or may not surprise y'all. The content, what is being told, is not the problem to me. It is like how it's constantly forced into our faces. It's the execution of it. It's how everyone talks 300 million bajillion, sextillion miles per second. And that hecking AI voice from hell. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That is somehow spread over to YouTube in the last few years, and I'm like, oh no. I stayed on YouTube to get away from this stuff. Get that off of here, okay? Get this off my screenus. Chunky says you can peep multiple million sub-channels dying because YouTube is choosing to push shorts more than normal content. See, by doing this, they're gonna push us who really, like, kept YouTube afloat in its early years off to other platforms. It's not very smart of them. let's take Twitch for example. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all here. I've been doing stuff on Twitch twice a week, and it is extremely empowering because I feel like I get to be unfiltered and be, well, not the real me, but how do I say this? If I could summon all my autistic energy into the span of 4 hours, that would be my Twitch channel. It is extremely chaotic. It is not for everyone. So I give y'all that warning. It is not for everyone. If you're not a fan of chaos and noises and, you know, visual effects, you probably won't like my Twitch. But if that's your thing, if you're into my weird sense of humor, it might be for you. Also they pay us less with shorts, so they encourage it. Yeah, see, like, when I learned about what they pay for shorts, I'm like, is this a joke? Why would I invest my time into this? The only reason I even do shorts is to keep my channel alive. That's it. And it hurts me because I feel like I have to still put as much attention and detail into my shorts as I possibly can. Most people don't go out of their way to add specific compressor settings, proper pan and cropping and zooming, properly synced subtitles, and using a proper mic setup. Most people don't do that for shorts. They just push the record button on their phone and they're done. And it's just like, it seems like that quality does not matter for shorts. It's totally irrelevant. Forget that. Make up a video, post it, move on to the next one. What is it? Lather, rinse, repeat? Pretty much. Yes, then there will be a Twitch stream tomorrow if that's your thing. Chunky says, I have a short with 4 million views and they gave me $6. Wow. I think that deserves a cursed scam. Oh! Oh, Phineas and Ferb looking at. That's what I have to say about that. Benji donated $5 through Super Chat and says, my goober kitty has goober eyes. Ooh woo. I'm like, what? Is this a meme? Are you talking about me? I am a very confused Folf. But I will give your thing a thumbs up, which is apparently a new thing on here. Interesting. Benji, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Yes, John. I had someone earlier do that, and they have a history of doing that. It wasn't you, it was someone else, and I just like trying not to snap. Kind of looked like Borzoi. It did. Borzoi looking at. Stormius and Furb. Do the new furs use uwu, or did that die? No, I still see uwu used once in a while. Hi Anthony, how you doing? Yeah, there's like still so much more I could ramble about with like the state of furry YouTube. I don't think furry YouTube in and of itself is dead. I don't think it's dead at all. There's actually kind of like a resurgence of like newer content, and different content styles, which really surprised me. But I feel like still the most popular stuff is, me when I wear my fursuit at Burger King, me when I take my fursuit to the bank, cops called, you won't believe what happens next. That voice, it makes me want to cry. It makes my ears beg for mercy. And I have no words. I'm trying not to like rage about that. Shadow says, I need some advice. In trans, my family found out they would disown me if they said it themselves. If I were in your position, I would not tell anyone. I would not tell them especially. That is where you definitely want to keep it to yourself or really, really close friends only. That's what I would do personally. Chunky Moon says, fun fact, streaming on your YouTube channel somehow makes your videos get less recommended. That's great. Awesome. I appreciate all the work that I've done for this hecking shiny thing behind me get thrown down. I appreciate that. My pronouns are just whatever, Becky. So here's the thing. If people just want to be mean, I'm like, that's fine. I could lift cars. I'm not afraid of you. Let's see. Never do that voice again. Froggy, where are you, Frog? Hey! Now see, this is a lie right here. My pronouns are like, it doesn't matter. I have no pronouns. I am the pronoun. I spilled my gender fluid everywhere earlier, and I had to get some bounty, because that seems to be the only stuff that really absorbs it. So, anyway, a lot of content creators just had to move to easier produce content that satisfies the algorithm, sadly. So, God Dog. There's a Kirby on my screen. God Dog, that's actually a really good point, but I have a counterpoint. So, we all know shorts make doo-doo fart as far as ad revenue goes. It's terrible. The other thing is, with shorts, they're less likely to attract, I would say, private supporters. Let's say, ergo, Patreon, whatever. I've noticed that right away. So like older viewers, they're into like the long form, rambling philosophical content that I want to do. Now that stuff, it gets less views. I could just be old, but I feel like getting millions of views doesn't mean a whole lot anymore. And none of my videos have 1 million views. Yeah, I can make a short and probably get it to get 1 million views if I tailor it just right. But what does that accomplish? It does nothing. Like, except, okay, we'll get more subscribers. But will those subscribers watch my streams? Will they watch the other videos? Maybe, possibly. It depends. Josh, who do you think's doing them? You know who's doing them. Hi, Ferlixity, how you doing? Oh God! Oh no! Domino's burp. Don't breathe, Ez. Oh God! Hi, Tama, how you doing? Stump says, I wonder if there's a way to kind of bring elements of both into it. See, I think that can be done, but I don't know how. This also coincides with another problem. The type of content I want to produce. How many videos are out there right now that tells you how to get a fursuit? Is it 1, 5, 20, hundreds? I'm willing to bet there's probably at least 20 out there. Either on YouTube or TikTok. Now, all these how to basic furry topics. Do I want to keep doing those? I don't know. Right now, I don't feel like it because, someone else has probably already covered it. I want to cover different things. I want to be philosophical. I don't want to tell you how to get a fursuit so much as tell you, why do we fursuit? Why get a fursuit? Why you shouldn't get a fursuit? How about take a look at the other side of the coin? And just weird stuff like that. That's what is exciting to me. Do y'all know what iceberg type content is? I'm pretty sure most of y'all know, but maybe you don't. Do y'all know what iceberg type content is? How not to fursuit? Yeah, don't drive a car in fursuit. That's all I need to know. I meant to do a video on that a long time ago and it never materialized. So, I would love to do content in that style where I just get really, really deep into these sub-furry genres. Like, furry convention culture. I already talked about if our convention's getting too big, but I only did it as a short. There were like a million other elements I could have brought up in that discussion, but I made it into a short. That video could have been at least 10 minutes long with what I had to say. Desert Goat donated $5 through Super Chat and says, "Hello, Stormi Folf, the cutest furry ever." Oh, hail the cutest furry ever. I am not cute. Do not believe these lies. Also, Desert Goat, thank you so much for the $5 Super Chat. Ghost says you can probably merge your content into YouTube Shorts. I could, but that's a lot of work for very little reward. And more so, it doesn't seem fun to me. So,
General, what's your status? Please respond.
Did you know that you can give Stormi money to help pay her bills by joining her Patreon page? Patreon.com/StormiFolf. For $5 a month, you can join Stormi's Discord server and talk to her and all of us on Discord.
Good point.
Hey, Proto, I don't have my laugh track. I don't have my laugh track for that. I am wearing the original Stormi 1.0. Shadow says, I'm a furry YouTuber, but I don't explain the furry fandom most of the time. I did when I started, because I didn't see a lot of people doing it, and honestly, the idea just seemed really fun. Because I love explaining things. I love info dumping and going into great detail on things most people never think about. Because I did that all the time when I was a kid, and it annoyed people. But this is the internet. There are people out there who may not fart. What? What did I say fart? Why did I say fart? What the? That threw me off. There is no quote button here for an ear, so you can't do anything. Default word. Oh god. Okay, let's see what's happening here. That threw me off. Let's see. Oh, it's not loading up yet. Sometimes it takes a moment to show up on my end. Yeah. Brain fart. Brain fart. I did have a brain fart, Jake. Jake from... You're not from State Farm. Okay, bad joke. That joke is so worn out anyway. Okay, alright. I'm old. Let's just keep it real. I'm old. But Shadow made a good point. I do furry YouTube content, but I don't talk about, like, the furry fandom. See, that's me on Twitch, basically. We don't talk about furry fandom stuff on Twitch unless we do it as a joke. And people seem to like it. My following on Twitch is a lot smaller than it is here. But, the chaos, it makes it seem like it's so much more. It gets pretty nuts. God Dog, yeah, that was an interesting script. I had fun with that one. I like getting into, like, the more niche details. There's so many things I could talk about. I have to get out of this. It's starting to hurt. It has been, oh my god. Okay, 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna switch over to other Stormi, okay? Shadow says 0 video, but I have 5 video. I'm trying to make my first video good. There are people out there who may not fart. You know, that's actually probably not true. That's a very dangerous condition if you can't do that. So, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh my god, fine, I'll switch. Y'all gonna be like that? Oh my lord. Okay, one moment. Oh god. Oh. Oh my god, my face is so red right now. Okay, we're gonna go to other Stormi Head. We're not gonna go to VTuber. VTuber's a fallback. Whoa. Okay. Hey! Do not do that. Do not the pie. Alright, almost got it. Shit. Heck! Okay. Alright, okay, that's in there. Alright. Whoa! Hey! Hey! Oh my god, it's trying to track my head. Oh god. Can it actually see? Oh my gosh, it's tracking my fursuit head. It's trying to. Okay. There we are. Alas! Oh god, it's so much more comfortable. Oh. Okay. So, hi Ryan, how you doing? How have you been? No. That's how I've been. So, whew, okay, honestly, it's easier for me to think outside of that fursuit head. I don't know why. I really do think it's really, really tight to the point it might be cutting off blood flow to my brain, so I can't wear it for long. Big head mode activated. It's because I have a big head, okay? Oh no! Oh no! I did not mean to press. Oh, heck! Where's the buttons? Oh my gosh! Hang on. I can't see the mouse. Oh! Oh my god, that's loud. What was that? What was that? What? Oh no! I can't see the buttons. Oh no! Oh! Oh no! I didn't mean to press the scan. Oh, Desert. Oh, I can assure you, a lot of people like the floppy ears. That's one of Stormi's trademarks. Floppy ears will always be part of Stormi. That will never change. I'm all crooked. Well, let's fix that, shall we? Oh. Okay, I'm not that crooked now, am I? Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff happening. Hang on. Proto, was that real? Or did you do that to mess with me? Because I can't tell on my end. I don't see it on my end. Manipulate scientific data. Take over, blast control, world government. Shut down infrastructure. Okay. Oh no, I closed stream elements. Oh no. 1 second. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, I think I broke something. Hang on. Proto! What the heck? Proto, thank you so much for the $75 soup. The $75 soup. The $75 tip on the stream elements. Oh my gosh. Okay, I could not brain there for a moment. I'm sorry. Oh, I couldn't brain. That's some expensive soup. I'm gonna go get some $75 soup. Probably at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant or something. Oh my god. What are you sleeping? What are you doing up? You're supposed to be sleeping. Thank you so much for the $75 tip. My god, thank you. Peanut donated the donut. Peanut donutted $5 through Super Chat. It says, "Hey Stormy, just wanted to let you know that whatever content you aim towards, I will always support you." By the way, it's snowing outside. Oh, that message was so wholesome until you said snow. Y'all know where this is going, don't you? Snow is a myth. Anyway, Peanut, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Better be good soup. Peanut the Donut. Okay, that's a new unofficial title. Peanut the Donut. Any Therians in chat, Brisky? Oh, I can assure you, there are many Therians in here. That's almost guaranteed. Donut. I have to wait to take my medicine for a couple more hours. It's not a myth. It's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy made by Big Snow to sell us more refrigerators and snow shovels and snow salt and snow trucks and snowshoes. What other snow branded things are there? I don't know. I do know this. I'm thirsty. I almost knocked over a plate with pizza. No! Why are you so big and massive? Okay. No, there's no face. No face. Y'all didn't see anything. Y'all saw nothing. Meh. Y'all saw nothing. No one saw anything. Oh, Proto, I think they were being sarcastic. It's okay. I do know people who take the breaking the magic thing quite seriously, and that is very, very funny. God, stop just... she took her skin off! Oh, no. Did I? Oh, no! Hydrate Q. Hi, Mortazol. How you doing? Okay. But going back to what I was saying, yes, there's a lot on my mind where we want to take this channel. All right. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are here. I haven't checked the viewer account, but what kind of furry content do y'all like to watch? That... Oh, God. No. Why am I belching so much? I'm just drinking water. I bought a Tails plush. I blame you. Okay. I guilty. I'm guilty for that. I will... Oh! What is this? Proto, get this off my screen. It's right now. Desert Cat! Donated $2 through Super Chat and says, there's that cute Stormi Folf face. No! No! I'm very old looking. But I do appreciate the kind thoughts, Desert. Thank you so much for the $2 Super Chat. I honestly don't watch much. I am making notes right now. Where's my notepad? Okay, I honestly don't really watch much furry content. Seriously, I'm taking notes. Like, I'm trying to get an idea of, like, what y'all like to watch and what I want to do. I like to watch any type of content as long as it's a furry providing said content. My superpower is typing as fast as I talk. I don't like to brag about that much, but I do type fast. I'm a history buff, so anything that tickles that fancy is good. Okay. Daily vlogs, maybe showing your day. Join Stormi's Patreon so she can afford better antacid meds. Y'all, did y'all know that I don't have health insurance? And I know I never go to the doctor unless someone makes me. Someone really has to make me go to the doctor. Bye, Leggy. Mostly game, but also iceberg. Okay.
General, what's your
Hey!
Please respond.
Did you know that you can give Stormi money to help pay her bills by joining her Patreon page?
Y'all,
Patreon.com/StormiFolf. For $5 a month, you can join Stormi's Discord server and talk to her and all of us on Discord.
Good point.
I never unmuted Rag. I feel mean. I'm so sorry. I should probably take care of that. All right, Rag, I'm about to unmute you. All right, Ragadoo. Where you at? Oh no! No, copyrighted.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Gonna get me DMCA'd. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. It's okay.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. That's Markiplier. Oh, that's probably
Okay.
good then. How is Rag's volume, by the way? Is he loud?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, is he loud, quiet? What's the story? As I would assume that he's okay. Hi, Error the Primogen. You know who you sound like? You sound like Insane Primogen on my Twitch streams. And I don't know a lot of Primogens. It seemed a little sus. But, you know, maybe it's just an error on my part. Maybe an error on my part. So, I'm looking for other notes, like what other types of content y'all enjoy. I would like to hear from y'all. Let's see. I'm just scrolling away. Honestly, I'd watch whatever. Okay, let me write that down. Honestly, I'd watch whatever kind of content you want to make. I'm just here for you. :3. I like rambling kind of content. Okay. Content. Furry history. Furry history. Someone said furry history. Furrier history. No, do not erase. I can't type. Not in Fursuit. Wow. But, well, Arrow, I don't think chat hates you. I think a lot of people are talking, and we can't respond to everything that we see, okay? 69 likes. Exotic Butters, again. Best name in the chat, once again. I like Paradori. Parody of theme songs. Oh, that's a lot, Anthony. That's a long sentence. I don't think Salmon Cat's my thing. I think I'm too old for Salmon Cat. But, you know, some people are into that. I don't think it's for me. But, toy reviews. See, Stacy, I like that idea. But YouTube is very unfriendly when it comes to that stuff. As in, should we disable their comments because of laws and regulations? Yeah, see, I'm afraid of doing that stuff, so probably not going to. So, uh-oh. Did chat freeze up? No, it didn't. Stacy, exactly. Yes, that's why I don't talk about that stuff. I want to get more into, like, the mature side of furry content, not the mature side. You know, there are 6 reasons why I think I shouldn't do that, 2 of which are really important, but one of which I'm going to discuss right now. Because YouTube has its own set of rules and things that I need to follow outside of what we discussed. If any of y'all caught that reference I just did, you get a cookie. I was a little subtle, but I hope at least one person picked up on that joke. Anime. You don't know what Silent Library is, Rusty? Oh my gosh.
Huh.
It's so dumb but funny. You need to go watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Is Rag's voice okay, by the way? I don't know if I got a response. I don't know if he's too loud or not. The moist critical side of furry? Moist. Moist critical. I've heard of moist critical many, many times, but I still don't know who they are. Moist critical. Who is moist critical? Just in a nutshell, give me like a summarization of this moist critical. I would like to know. A commentary YouTuber. Just add yacht riskibity to your vocabulary Instagram. I know you meant I guess, but look, I'm bad at synonyms, especially when there are acronyms. IG could be Instagram, or I guess, or inside gastrology, the study of fard. I'm pretty sure that's an actual book. Anyway, do you watch analog horror, Stormy? Nah, cause it looks like the stuff that I was into when I was a kid. Because analog horror is something we did as a joke when I was a kid, and now people are doing it now as kind of like an actual creepy thing, and I'm like, this isn't creepy, it's funny. Okay, look, I broke like 3 VCRs when I was a kid. I stuck a penny in one of them. I have a broken one in the hallway that I need to fix, and I could probably do some weird stuff with it. If I ever did like the whole analog horror thing, I would probably use actual hardware, properly interlaced and whatnot. I'm old. Did y'all know that I'm old? And I feel very misplaced. Could someone put me back, please?
No, you're not that old.
Let's see. Stumpjumper says, I prefer M&Ms. I'm more of a Skittles person, actually, but I like M&Ms once in a while. They're okay. Your fave first says, hey, I made a Fursona. It's my PFP. I can't see it, but I'm sure it's awesome. I actually can't see it, unfortunately. My Fursuit vision is not the best. Steam says Twitch highlights. Yeah, that's another good thing to talk about. So, I think that would be a cataclysmic move, pushing my Twitch highlights onto my YouTube channel. Because the content matter clashes so much. It is just an ungodly combination for me to put that on my channel because it's so different. It's a VTuber who gets flushed down the toilet. We're going from Fursuiter telling you what the furry fandom is about to VTuber that gets flushed down the toilet. And that's literally what my streams are like. You can literally flush me in a toilet. In another instance, I become the moon, and then I take out a Chipotle, and we go to a cheese bakery in another scene. It is absolute chaos that cannot be explained until you've seen it. It is pure chaos. Old Stormy Folf, you can't be older than me. Okay. When I was born, there was no Super Nintendo. Now who's old? Okay, how about that? Deposit my funds outside, bro. How about that? Now that's an old expression. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Hang on. Oh. I had something in my eye that really hurt. Sorry. So, anyway, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? I don't remember. A lot of YouTubers have a second channel for VODs and clips. See, Sleepywood, I think that's a good idea. I still think there will be some confusion, but not to be blunt and direct, but I'm changing as a person. If you do the same thing for 7 years, you're gonna change. Look at Markiplier. Tell me he hasn't changed in the last 7 years. I can assure you he has. Definitely. So, for someone to say you can't change, okay, well, why can other content creators change? Again, cash me outside, bro. How about that? I don't even know what that means, by the way. So,
yeah, I've always heard the expression, but never got it. I mean, yeah. I think I kind of get it, but yeah.
Do you know what station your train of thought left from? I think it came from the right. I could be wrong. Yeah, the furry fandom feels like such an age gap sometimes. And it's just, I like talking to people, like, in general. But I really like talking to people who can pick at my brain. and then I can pick at their brains. And then it's just like this mutual discourse of, I don't think furries are really like that, but I could see what you mean. You know, the way we perceive the furry fandom to be. Furries really aren't that weird, for example. But also furries, in the grand scheme of things, are pretty weird. And that's okay. Frey donated $5 through Super Chat and says, can I actually purr? I can't do it. I don't remember how I do it. Sad noises. I can't roll my R's. I'm too American. Frey donated $5 through Super Chat and says, purr, love you too. Headed home now, dead on my feet. Oh, Frey, I hope you're doing okay, honey. I miss your face so much. Oh, I want to give you the biggest hug right now. I miss your face. Thank you so much for the $5 Super Chat. Hi, Blep. I also miss your face. I think about you every day, and sometimes I cry when I think about you because I miss you so much. It's actually true. No, I just cry a lot in general. Y'all should see me whenever I get ready for bed. I just get really upset. We're not getting into that topic. Mental health is not great right now, but I'm keeping it together as much as I can. So, furries are fun. Sometimes. Sometimes.
Nah.
Depends on the kind of furries you hang out with. It depends. Some furries are very sussy baka. So, why is there a Among Us on my face? Sussy baka. I still can't believe I drew that picture, Garfield. Blap, I miss your face so much. I really, really do. But yeah, I think what I'm looking for in the furry fandom exists, but it's like finding a needle in a haystack. You have to dig really deep.
Right.
If I go look at one of the more popular fursuiters on YouTube, their content may not vibe with me. And that doesn't make them bad. It's just cute fursuit telling me about such and such story. I told my parents I have a fursuit. Oh, no. I've heard this story 1,000 times, if not more. That's why it doesn't resonate with me. I just can't relate. Guess what? I told my parents I have a fursuit and like, wow, that's cool. How can I get one? And that was that.
Moms don't even care. Like, they don't even know what it is.
I think it's just because going back to the age gap thing, where like when you get older and you get a fursuit, your parents don't care. They want you to be happy usually, not always. Some people just have mean parents. And that gets into another topic that I'm not comfortable discussing. But it's different for everyone. And that's just, I feel mean saying this stuff. It's just, I want to watch something that like vibes with me, that resonates with me. And I feel like I'm just too old for this sometimes. And it makes me really sad. It makes me feel lost and misplaced and confused. And Rag, am I crazy for saying this?
Not at all.
Am I the only one that feels this way? Jonathan, I see your messages. How you doing? I think I already said hi to you, but how you doing? Mortizol says neurodiversity. I'm autistic. I was clinically diagnosed about 10 years ago. The last time I heard someone roll their R's, it was on Ashley Nichols' art Honeycast. Oh. I used to be able to do that. I can't do it anymore. I don't know what happened. Kat says, I joined the furry fandom because I want to be in a community that is welcoming, and some of our friends said that furries are the most welcoming. I will agree with you on that. Yeah. Many furries are just downright sweethearts. It's just... Anytime I go to like a furry room party now, I feel out of place. I'm just sitting. You know that meme where that one person's just standing in the corner? That's me. That's me at room parties. So, I mean, sometimes we'll have our little banters here and there, but for the most part, I just stay quiet. Yeah, I've changed a lot, John. For better or worse. I just want to be happy again. That's all. I want to be happy because this fandom is a big part of my life. I think about it literally every single day. You kind of have to when it's your job. Being furry is kind of my job, technically speaking. Yeah. Like getting content out, social engagement, what have you, and streaming. It's all part of my job, and the job does not pay like it used to, at all. Everything went up, my income went down, and now every day I wonder, is this it? Am I gonna have to sell my fursuit? So my other goal that I had in mind is I'm trying to make myself do this. Like, either I get my channel, my livelihood, my streams, whatnot, back to where they used to be, or I part ways. I part ways as in I get rid of Stormi. I sell the fursuit. I sell all my fursuit heads. I really don't want to do that. But it is really a matter of survival. And I don't want to sell my fursuit heads, but it might come to that eventually. Because I got like $11,000, $12,000 in credit card debt right now. It's not good.
Yeah, I would rather just work like 100 hours a week just to like, help us than like for you to do
that. I miss a lot of my old friends, and sometimes I just like I'll be laying in bed and just like reading things about pertaining to furry topics. I just sit there and I just cry because like I feel like I don't fit in anymore. It really is like it really does affect me in like a bad way. Frodo, I've been working on stuff every single day. I don't think I've stopped. Just like I have a stream tomorrow and a recording session Sunday. Yeah, I have not stopped. The script is finished. You should be proud of me for that. All 3,000 words. It's a big one. Who's behind the camera? No one. Just me. Yes, I did, Proto. I tailored it up as best as I could, and I did some cleaning because I don't need things growing in my sink, which is becoming a problem again. I have wait, oh, I know what I did yesterday. Like, I had the thing right on my car. I had to figure out what was wrong with it. There was a lot of little things I had to do tomorrow that I could not put off. That's that. How about today before the stream? I woke up and I ate food, and I tried to stop being upset. That was my goal today. I was really upset, and I was trying not to be upset. So I need someone to tell me, you've got this, everything will be okay. I kind of model Stormi's personality after Sonic and Tails, and I can't keep that up lately. And this is why. All of this is why I can't keep it up lately. It's hard. So yeah, I mean, like this is actually kind of a serious topic, and I think a few people aren't taking it seriously, but it doesn't matter. John, yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Stump. I hope so. I hope so. So I need to be happy again. That's all I need to do. Need to be happy. Try to get all this stuff out of the way. And hopefully manage things in such a way that I can have some sort of executive function again. Because I have nothing but dysfunction right now. It's pretty bad. Like, I know what I'm going to do. As soon as I get out of suit, I'm probably just going to plop on the couch and just go, because fursuiting is tiring. Steam says good things are in store for you. My fortune cookie told me so. Mayhaps. It is really quiet. The music stopped playing. Maybe that's why I'm nervous. God Dog says you got this. I hope I do. I miss a lot of my old friends, too. People do leave the furry fandom, and there's nothing we can really do about it. You wouldn't want someone to force you to stay in a community or an interest if it made them uncomfortable, would you? So, sometimes you just gotta let people go and do their own thing. Sometimes people just leave. Sometimes people change. There's a lot of old friends that I don't hear from anymore. some of them actually went into other groups, which really puzzles me because they're like in other friends groups, but they're not in mine anymore. It makes me feel like I did something, but that's probably not true. Yeah. Hi, Featherfoot. How you doing? Selena donated $5 through Super Chat and says, Stormi, you are my biggest inspiration for being a furry. I love you, girl. Never give up. I'm gonna try. Don't sell your beans. Don't sell your beans, because I want to give big hugs. Hope this helps. Selena, you're a sweet bean. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Stump says, I wouldn't overthink it. People would come and go like that. Yeah. I used to, like, talk to a lot of other content creators all the time, and now it's just, I don't know anyone. Or people that I used to talk to, they just kind of changed, and I just didn't recognize them anymore. In a bad way. So, yeah. I think about this stuff every day. It hits me really hard sometimes. There was a mantis at FWA 2023. I think so. I don't think I got to see them though. Oh. That is another point that I need to make. I am going to FWA next month. Anyone here going to FWA by chance? Hi Ramon, how you doing? Possum? You missed a lot. You might have to go back and rewatch the stream. It's a lot that I had to get off my chest. Matt says, never give up. Trust your instincts. I'm trying, dear. I'm trying to keep it together. This is like the most upset I've been in a stream in a long time. I'm really sorry y'all having to hear this, but I had to tell y'all. Because it's a lot of big changes that I'm having to like make, that I'm having to do, that some people may not like. Yorick, how you doing? Yorick donated $5 through Super Chat and says, good evening, Stormi. Sorry I'm late. I was busy cooking and having dinner. What were you cooking? We'll be lurking tonight due to a small project. Here's to your awesomeness. Yorick, you are very, very busy, Yorick. Yorick, what's your species? I really should find that out. Yorick, I wish you the best of luck with your small project. I did get your mail. I have enough mail at this point to do another mail video. It's gonna be after this next video is released. But I think I got everything I need to do the next fan mail vid. I think it's like fan mail 39 or something. I don't remember. I don't remember. Yorick, you sweet bean, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Henry, how you doing? Henry donated $10 through super chat and says, I hope this helps. Every little penny helps. Every donation, no matter how big or small, helps. A million raindrops make an ocean. It all adds up. Hey, Henry, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, and I hope you're having a good night. Seriously, thank y'all so much. Featherfoot says, I'll be there. You'll know I'll be there. I mentioned it to you at MFF. I'm glad you're telling me now, because I actually forgot. I am forgetting a lot of things, too, and I think that's more of like a stress, anxiety sort of deal. I forget a lot of things. Just like I forget what I was going to talk about. What was it? FWA. Yes. I am going to FWA. But hang on, Rag. I think my voice is echoing through your mic.
It is a little bit, but it ain't that bad. Huh?
Okay, as long as it's not bothering y'all, I guess it's okay. So alerts are very quiet. Sorry, let me fix that. Okay, that should be better. So yeah, I will be going to FWA, but this will probably
Assert dominance.
I think that repeated by accident. Yeah, I think that was a repeat. But FWA this year, this FWA that I'm going to will be my last FWA, like indefinitely. And my last convention in general, because I can't afford this stuff anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty pricey.
I honestly, I can't even afford FWA this year. I'm just putting it on my card and praying that I find a way to pay it all off. So this will probably be my last furry convention for a long time. Yeah. I've been doing this for years. Been going to cons since 2017. This is like the first year since the pandemic where I'm not going to be able to go to cons. And a trip to MFF should not cost $2,000. It should not. And yet it did. So I can't do it anymore. Not until some kind of miracle happens, if a miracle happens. The other thing is, I feel like I don't fit in at cons anymore, which kind of goes back to feeling like I don't fit in the furry fandom like I used to. Like I'll go to, let's say, MFF. MFF was still fun this year, but I kind of feel like I could have almost had the same fun factor at a smaller convention, which would have been like a fraction of the price. And I don't know why I should keep going. That's the honest to God truth. I don't know why I should keep going when I can't even afford it on top of everything else. Yorick says, I won't be there due to health issues, but we'll try to make it. Yorick, I hope you're doing okay. Sorry to hear that. But definitely would like to see you again sometime. It was nice to meet you at MFF.
Mm-hmm.
So the yeah, have you stuff's been pricey lately? Yes, it has. I canceled like pretty much nearly all my streaming services. I have almost nothing now. As far as that goes, I'm probably not gonna buy any more soda. That, and I shouldn't be really drinking it that much in the first place. I may go back to like oatmeal for breakfast every day. It's so gross, but it's edible matter, so it's something. Anyway, Korea says, you helped me embrace my truth, Stormi. I came out as trans back in July of 2022. I've been on HRT since August of 2023. Thank you. That means a lot, Korea. I'm glad that I was able to help you come out and discover your identity. I do talk about my transition still, but I kind of like kept it on Patreon at this point just because I'm getting kind of tired of having to go through comments constantly. You know what kind of comments I'm talking about. But I'm really glad that I was able to help you discover yourself, Korea. Let's see here. Emily donated $5 through Super Chat and says, Hi, Stormi. You've inspired me a lot. Please don't give up. From one trans girl to another, thank you for being you. Thank you for supporting me, dear. I'm gonna try to keep it up. I'm gonna try my best. I'm still gonna have that video out because the script is done. I've recorded, well, not recorded, but I've written the entire script. All I gotta do is record it and do some editing, and that will be it. And being that it's a pretty big video, it will take some time to edit. It's such a massive project. But I've been asked to cover therianthropy for a long time, and this is it. This is me interviewing therians. I don't want to say, like, what are therians? Who are therians? We're going to interview therians. Like, I'm going to, like, instead of me doing a bunch of research and, like, fact-checking left and right, I'm just going to interview them. Like, get it straight from the source, you know? Because I'm not a therian. So I would feel better if I just interviewed several, and that's what I did. I got their input. Let's see. But yeah, I'm trying not to give up. It's just really difficult. Cat Lord says I don't fit in a lot of places. Yeah, welcome to the club. Yes. Your face reveal is amazing. Oh, I look terrible right now, dear.
No, you don't.
Shadow says the furry fandom show me that I am non-binary and pan. And I think a lot of people learn their like gender identity through like the furry fandom.
I did.
I had this one dingus. Okay, so get this. I'm in a gray muzzle chat because I'm curious. And I think I said something that was like very nice. I wasn't trying to be mean or anything. And immediately this dude is just like, I liked it better when the furry fandom wasn't about LGBTQ. I should have said something, but I didn't want to get banned from the group. But really, if I get banned from the group for like saying something, then should I have even been in there in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, I would have got myself banned.
Yeah, I have gotten pretty snippy with certain people, and I'm not afraid. I work out. So, like, I've had people mess with me at cons in the past, and I scare them. I don't even know what I do to scare them when I actually talk. I guess they don't expect me to, like, get defensive. Emily donated $5 through Super Chat and says, I can understand that I make vids as well, but mostly for fun. That's how I started. That's how I started with Furry YouTube, just doing it for fun. And things picked up so much with my Patreon that I started to make more money on Patreon than I did with my regular job. My regular job was barely paying me at all because they were always behind on paychecks and the company was going bankrupt. So at some point, I just quit my regular job. And then this took over, and it's taken over ever since. But now, everything is just going down, down, down to the bottom of the sea. Yeah, it's I joke, but no, I don't joke. So, it's definitely gotten bad. But I think you'll already know how bad it's gotten. I think I've driven that point home enough. Yeah, God Dog, I didn't know it was like that. It was actually recommended through from a trans femme. They had a good luck in that group, and that's like one of the first things I see. I'm like, what? Yeah, I could have been mean, but I just don't need to get my blood pressure up that often. I already have enough health problems. I'm still glad that I joined the furry fandom. Pop this down. Hang on. I'm still glad that I joined the furry fandom. I still scare people a lot. How do you scare people? You don't have to answer, but how do you scare people? Hi, Murfield Ninja. I can't read. I'll just call you Shallow. How you doing? Seeing fursuiters that work out in person is another experience entirely, especially if you're small. Well, I just work out because it just feels good. Becky, yeah, I've been at this for 7 years. Started in 2017, and I'm here. I am today in 2024. Still here somehow. Don't know how, but I also don't know how much longer I can stay, because I don't want to have to sell my beans, but it might happen. And I don't have any other.
Doesn't.
What is it, honey?
I was saying, let's hope it doesn't get to that point.
Yeah, I just have no recourse left. Other than basically just work every single day and do nothing else. I may do that for a while. Well, and we'll see where that carries me. Possum named Moss says, I joined the fandom in 2016 and it saved my life. No, Proto, I can release amazing videos. That's true. But it's subjective. What's amazing to us may exceed the attention span of someone else. Because I think, like, the average attention span now is, like, 2 nanoseconds. But I think it might be shorter than that. Proto says, you do not have 0 options. No matter how much you like to tell yourself you have 0 options. Yeah... I miss the way the way they were, but you can't stop time. Time's gonna do what it wants, and you have to roll with the punches. And you have to You have to take the roller coaster wherever it wants to go. And that's what I'm having trouble accepting subconsciously. Is that time changes things, and you can either resist, which I think that's what I've been doing, or you can change with it. And I need to change with it, I guess. There's always a choice, Stump says. Ghost says, you will get better. I know you will. We all love you. We all support you. Ghost says, that's really sweet. Is it wrong that sometimes I get angry, like, thinking about how, like, certain friends don't talk to me anymore? I think a lot of people feel like that sometimes. Like, Peanut donated $5 through Super Chat and says, I joined the furry fandom for the idea of anthropomorphic animals, since they look cool. I have later grown to love the fandom more for the community. That's pretty much how I got into the furry fandom. I'm like, just the idea of being like an anthropomorphic animal, something, this creature that we made up. Who would that not excite? That I can guarantee you that even fascinates the anti-furries, okay? They don't want to admit it, but
right.
They would totally wear a fursuit if they ever got the opportunity. 100%, okay? So, Peanut, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Stump says, not at all. It's completely understandable. Why does it feel like it's a Saturday? I don't know why. It feels like it's a Saturday, not a Friday. Weird. Let's see. The fandom gave me a new way to live. Much more fun way, full of friends. Shallow, I wish I felt that way. I felt that way a few years ago, not so much now. I feel like making friends with the Furry fandom now. Furry fandom? Who is Furry? Brain fart. I feel like making friends in the furry fandom now is a lot harder than it used to be.
Yeah,
and
it is.
I don't think it's a problem with how things have changed in the world. I think it's more like I've changed, and it's. I kind of feel like people are not really more defensive. It's just more like I can't understand what people are saying sometimes, because going back to, like, you know, how content creation has changed and whatnot, I feel like people talk differently. I can't be the only one that's noticed that.
Yeah, I kind of noticed, yeah.
Yeah, it could just be being old. Probably is. But, I tried to, like, okay, brain's going a million directions. Let me try to settle on one path. That's kind of the reason I joined that gray muzzle group. And I don't really feel like I fit in there either. Because I feel like I'm just too weird. I understand what they're talking about, but I'm like, this is boring. Meanwhile, I talk to other furries. Let's just, oh God, TikTok. Go into the comments there. I can't understand anything they're saying. So I am in like this dead space. I'm in this dead space where I can't understand anyone on one side, and I understand what everyone's on the other side, but they bore me, or I don't fit in, and I'm too weird. Maybe I should embrace the fact that I'm so weird and proprietary, like an Apple device. So, Ghost, I appreciate the hug. Thank you. Yeah, Furdu. I would love to go to Furdu someday.
Right. That's definitely on my bucket list of cons to, like, try to go to.
Hi, Alan. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. How are you and your partner doing? Embrace it, Stormi? I already do. I do in every stream, if you know what I mean. Every stream I embrace my weirdness. It usually starts off with the words, "Hey!" and "Stop farting!" and "Oh." Usually those three phrases, but not in that particular order. So Stump says nothing wrong with being weird, mostly. How many of y'all watch Beta? That's like a total topic change, but how many watch Beta? Oh, okay, Rag, you don't watch beta. Got it.
I mean, I watch them sometimes.
Okay. Sleepy Oat says I don't anymore. Okay. Stacy watches beta. Korea watches beta. Korea, what do you enjoy about beta's content? Drake says somewhat often. Zeno says yes. Okay. Stalk says hi. Just came over from beta stream. Beat us, yeet us, feed us, delete us. I have a thing for mangling beta's name, unfortunately. I don't know why. It's just the syllables are asking to be messed with. I do better like Caffeine Fox channel more. What's beta? Something that hasn't yet reached alpha. I feel like my streams are permanently in beta. I haven't heard of beta, Cat says. Protus is more interesting question. Does anyone watch beta but not Stormi? Oh my. Why would you ask that in here? Oh my gosh. Stalker says, hope everyone's doing well. I am doing like 4 out of 10 right now. 4 out of 10. I started as 2 out of 10, so it's hey, that's an improvement, okay? Any improvement, I will take it, okay? Hi Ashiera. I miss you, and I'm sorry we didn't get to spend more time together at MFF. Has everyone in here seen Stormi's most recent full-length videos? They probably have. Probably. Doing a 4 out of 10 while looking a solid 9 out of 10. Oh, honey. Ivy Comb and Yon Kagur. Who is that? I've heard of Ivy Comb, but not the latter.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, see, I don't watch a lot of other furry content creators anymore. Sometimes I'll put on a beta stream, and I'll talk a little bit to them, and that's it. Sometimes I put on Spout. They're like a Twitch streamer. Whiskey Dingo. Oh my gosh. Whiskey Dingo. Let me do my best Whiskey Dingo impression. Hi chat, how we're doing? How's everything going? Today we're gonna play some marbles on stream, and I his voice is so overpowering. It's so loud. I mean, people like that, but you know, I'm not gonna judge taste. You know what I mean? But some people are into that. I don't know if I fancy it. I say that, and I'm just as loud and obnoxious. Okay, I'm no better than he is, except he's a dingo powered by whiskey. I am a Folf that's powered by. Okay, all right. You know what? The stream's over. The stream is over. Oh.
Okay, bye everyone.
Oh. Oh no. Where'd I go? What is this? What? What was that? Who did that? Oh no. Okay. All right. What was that? What just happened? Alan, oh my god! Alan? Is that how you hit the gritty? That was cursed, it was. Oh my butt. Ow. Okay, Alan, what the heck? Oh my god, Alan! Alan donated $100 through Super Chat and says, doing fine. Lots of expenses. Starting to get caught up. Heck yeah. I envy you. I'm not catching up. I envy you. Maybe someday I'll get caught up. This'll help me catch up. Oh my god. Alan, you sweet bean. Still got that skyline. Holy heck. Alan, I miss you. I hope you're doing okay. Are you going to FWA by chance? Let me know. I would like to see you again. I know I saw you at MFF. Alan, thank you so much for the $100 super chat. Thank you so much. My gosh. Alan, do let me know. If you're gonna go to FWA. I forgot what I was gonna say. That's pretty gay. Look, I actually am pretty gay. Oh, my brain exploded. Oh my god. Oh, I lost my brainus. I like how Beta is informative. I liked his video on calling out furry haters personally. Big video game buff dudes like Master Chief or Doomslayer. I played Halo like 100 years ago. It was a good time. It was a good time. I liked his analysis on anti-furs. There was a lot I wanted to like add to it, but I was like, maybe I should do my own little analysis. Like how anti-furs slowly become furries themselves. That would actually be pretty easy because I'm looking at one right now, and they have heterochromia. That's right, I was an anti-fur long time ago. I used to think furries were extremely cringe. Then I became one. What are the odds of that? Oh my god. But Alan, I hope you're doing okay. Who here watches Seb Espresso? Oh, that Newt. I like watching the Newt sometimes. Is that how you hit the gritty? I'm so behind on messages. I'm sorry, y'all. Halo was a great game. Yeah, see, I'm not one for first-person shooters, but I'll always pick up Halo. Karia says, I hope I can catch up on my financial stuff too. I really want a fursuit. All I have is art. I really wish you could have gotten a fursuit before inflation became a thing. Now it's like 1,000 times harder to get a fursuit. Like seriously, I'm pretty sure fursuit. Oh, yuck. I am not pretty. First of all, I'm pretty sure that most fursuit makers don't like how luxury shag and whatnot has gone up in price. They can't really control that. I could probably ask Aussie Studios about that. Okay. I watched Bluebird Breeze on Twitch. Who's Bluebird Breeze? I don't know who that is. Is it a relation to the Bluebird buses? Shreddy says, I remember the anti-furs in high school. We didn't have those because nobody knew what furries were when I was in high school. No one.
Yeah, like that didn't exist at all.
We didn't have anti-furs. We had anti-weebs. Like, I sat at the anime table. I sat at the weeb table. And a lot of people did not like us. So, back then it was, you made fun of people for watching Naruto. And now everyone watches Naruto. Isn't it funny how like that works? How that just changed out of nowhere, you know? There's no reason to be in a rush to get a fursuit. Absolutely. Fursuits are quite an investment. A very expensive investment. I would say, like, if you know someone that'll let you try on their fursuit, please do that first, because you may try on a fursuit and you may discover that you hate it. Or you may realize that it's too much for you to physically handle, because fursuiting puts a lot of pressure on your body. It is physically taxing.
Yeah, my hair consistently gives me neck pain, and it translates to like giant, like, painful headaches. That's why I don't really wear them as much.
Kat says, I'm considering on making my own fursuit to hopefully keep it somewhat cheap but reliable. Somewhat cheap but reliable. Now you're making me think of like paper fursuits. Paper suits. which is a topic I'm still not ready to discuss because a lot of people have this problem with me. Well, not really. People do have a problem with me. I mean, people have a problem in general with paper fursuits. And a lot of it I actually agree with, but also disagree with. So, here's my take on paper fursuits. If you get a paper fursuit, you need to treat it as a stage prop. It is a one and done deal. You wear it once, twice maybe, and then you never wear it again. Because it's basically a disposable item because it's made out of paper. Paper likes to absorb moisture. Moisture can create mold. Mold is a health hazard. Health hazards are bad, and you don't want the bad now, do you? So, yeah. And then we got people thinking, well, actually, fursuits can get mold too. Well, yes, cows go moo. But fursuits can be washed. And fursuits are less likely to attract mold, or at least much more slowly. Paper will absorb mold instantaneously. Mold suits. Oh my god! Oh no! Not the mold suit!
Get your big ball of mold and it's like...
Oh god. What if you laminated the paper? I mean... I don't think that might avoid the mold situation, but you have problems with breathability after that. That's the other issue. And that can also be dangerous. So with paper suits, if you like make it in such a way that it's just a one and done situation, it's probably okay. If you wear it every single day, that is a health hazard on your face. You don't want that. Yes, breathability problems. Yeah, so, well, what if you put holes in it? That plastic's still gonna deteriorate. And by making holes in it, you're like introducing other problems. I'm not even trying to say it to be all bougie about fursuits and whatnot, because this fursuit was a gift, first of all. And I'm not saying like, oh, you should never make a paper fursuit, but it needs to be done in a way that it's safe. And a lot of people tout paper fursuits as total fursuit replacements, and it's just not so. And a lot of these people, you just can't reason with them because I'm not trying to be mean, but they don't really have that sense of responsibility yet, if you know what I mean. They don't really understand that part of life yet. So anything I may say is going to go through one ear and come out the other. And I can't really stop them in that case. But I can try. Yon Kagor is a music channel. Never heard of them though. Never heard of them. There's like one DJ channel I like to watch once in a while.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I think I have heard of that.
Foam mask with a huge mouth cavity. See that? Yeah, that's generally okay. It's generally okay to get like some upholstery foam and just like, you know, decorate it a little bit. That technically would count as a fursuit head. And because the foam is, you can watch the foam, you're not going to have problems with, you know, nasty stuff getting stuck in it, especially mold. But fursuit heads can attract mold. That you still have to wash them. You still need to store them properly. You need to let them air out after you wear them at a convention, because if you don't, if you wear a fursuit head for like, let's just say, let's be extreme about it. Let's say 4, 5, 6 hours. And you immediately put it in your suitcase with no way for it to air out. You know what's going to happen when you open that suitcase? Those fumes are going to hit you right in the face and you're going to go, and then it's going to stinky stank for hours. And then you'll need to go wash it.
You have to throw your suitcase away, you know?
Yeah. So, fursuit made out of bone material. I believe you're referring to... Are you referring to resin bases? Hi, Lilypad Animates. How you doing? Paper dresses were a thing back in the 60s. They were also meant to be one and done. Yeah, Zeno, that's a really good way to look at paper suits. They're not bad, but we need to... They cannot be treated as like something you can use over and over and over again. If you make one, it really should just be like a one-time thing, and then you put it to the side. You admire the work that you put into your craft. Wear it maybe once, twice, a few times, leave it at that. It's just too risky in my opinion, because especially like if we're talking like full-size paper fursuit heads, like let's just say you get a paper fursuit head and it's the size of this one. That's gonna have so many problems. Now let's take like a Therian type mask. Now those I'm not too worried about, because there's places for moisture to escape and whatnot. The air is generally going to flow all over it, so you don't have to worry about mold for the most part, but you still need to be careful and take care of it. So, yeah. So, like, you know, I really should just make a paper fursuit head one day, just for the heck of it. Yeah, paper isn't wearable long term. At the moment, it's durable and provides surprisingly good protection, but doesn't last against the elements. I agree 100%. And the elements in this case are moisture, which you will exhale when you are running around in your paper fursuit head. That is just going to happen. If that doesn't happen, then that means you're severely dehydrated and need to get some water. Stump, in an emergency, it can double as TP. Stump, you know what? Just for doing that. Oh! Oh, God! Nose! just nose. What is this monstrosity? Big snoot. Schnoz. Oh, God. Sniffer. Oh, God. Take a look at that snout. Oh, right in the schnoz. Oh, gosh. Oh, I needed that laugh. I really, really needed that laugh. What if you made a fursuit that was just a bunch of pieces of metal welded together? Well, then you would have a night outfit. But I've heard of people talking about that, actually, and I'm really curious to see what would happen. My immediate concern would be breathability and temperature. Metal likes to conduct heat. Fursuits can get warm. If that thing does not cool off and it's on your brainus for a long time, you are going to get very toasty. That's called armor. That's Proto. Walking dictionary over here. Military grade fursuit. Ashira, oh no. There's a link in the description you might be able to use. It'll still pop up on the stream. It should. Well, if it doesn't, I can see it on the left side of my screen if you do that. So, ventilation would be a serious issue, yeah. I mean, armor outfits, they were a thing, and I'm pretty sure if they've been around as long as they have in history, you could still wear one. But I feel like they would be dangerous, just because of the weight, ventilation, temperature.
Yeah, it would be, like, super uncomfortable to just, like, even weld.
But I'm really curious to see someone do that. Because there might be something that we're missing from the big picture. There may be some kind of huge benefit to it that we just don't know. Carbon fiber fursuits. Oh, okay, I like where this is going. I don't think it would be practical, but the idea of a carbon fiber fursuit just seems cool, okay?
Yeah,
it doesn't have to... Hey! Prada? You're never going to let me forget that picture, are you? You're never going to let me move on from that. Stalkers, I did not draw this. My half asleep self drew it. That doesn't count, okay? No, it's Sonato. That's what it is. It's Shadonic. It's Shadonkadonk.
What's your status? Please respond.
Did you know that you can give Stormi money to help pay her bills by joining her Patreon page? Patreon.com/StormiFolf. For $5 a month, you can join Stormi's Discord server and talk to her and all of us on Discord.
Good point.
Who is the captain at the end? The doggo? Who is that? Yeah. I forget their name.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, General Pepper.
What if you made a fursuit out of Kevlar? What is Kevlar? I should know.
It's like a bulletproof like material.
Ooh.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would be. Oh, it's General Pepper. Okay, that's their name. General, what's your status? Oh my gosh. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's stream. We'll go a little while longer. There's still more that I need to get off my chest. I'm wanting to, like, again, like I said earlier in the stream, I want to, you know, cater to, like, older audiences. Not necessarily, you know, ooh-woo material, but more like, material. It just makes you think material, not how to get a free fursuit material, because I just want to scream anytime I have to do that stuff. I mean, it's fun for 5 minutes, and then I want to do something else. So is there, like, an actual audience out there that wants to see deeper topics, like I'm going to release next week? I really hope so, because that's the new direction I'm taking this channel. And if for some reason YouTube stops recommending my content, please follow me on my Blue Sky, on the Twitter, on, yeah, Blue Sky and Twitter. That's really where I'm most active now. Mostly Blue Sky, though. So therianthropy is the next big topic. Then we're going to do a mail video, because I've got 7 packages stacked on top of each other. I must get that out of the way. Yes. Why do you think there's no audience? Because it just seems like 99% of furries just want ooh-woo fursuit dance video. And that's it. I like those, but there's already so many of them. Why should I make another? I want to be different. I kind of pride myself in being different. But the thing is, this conversation is looping itself. I'm not going to talk about that again. So, Carnelian Foxes, I mean, I do. Does that count? Yes, that counts. Yeah, Ashira, yeah, I'm sorry it's taken so long, but the script is done. It's just a matter of recording and editing now. It's a long one. It's going to be over 10 minutes long, just letting y'all know. Consider it like an iceberg video, so to speak. I love the psychology of the furry fandom. Yes! Oh my god, I want to do content that focuses on that. Oh, it's just so exciting. Yeah, and Rage Master, yeah, that is also, like, on my list of things to cover. There is a lot I could say about autism and furry fandom. I'm autistic, I'm a furry. There is much to say. Shreddy says there are probably lots of people that feel just the way you do and can make content for like-minded individuals. Yeah, I just wish YouTube would stop pushing nonsense to the top. It's, I don't know how to say this without being rude. It's boring. To me, it's boring. To people who've never seen a fursuiter before, probably exciting. But to me, it doesn't tickle my brainus. I am too, Sleepy Oat, and I'm also very scared. I'm also very scared that it will just destroy things. But I think things are so destroyed right now. I don't know how much. I don't think this could make it worse. I think we are down so much that the only way to go now is up. The only way to go now is up. Stalkers, yeah, I have a beef with the algorithm. I get like 20 shorts in my notifications, and I don't want to watch any of them. I just don't. Because I don't care to hear people's memes. I want to hear people's like stories. That's so much more exciting than chippy chippy choppa choppa. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that meme was kind of cute. That's one of the few that I thought was really amusing, and I almost did one. A bunch of Stormi heads bopping back and forth in sync with that song. I almost did that. Still kind of want to. Look, at least my shorts are polished and they have editing. Okay, I don't post shorts after 30 seconds. I post them after a day or two of editing them. Possum, that's a really good question. We need that option. We really do need the option to block shorts out from search results. Let's see. I like furry MMD videos. I don't think I've watched any of those, Ramon. Stump says, you'll be fine. You still have lots of support from people who want to see you succeed. I hope so. The other thing is I do very much exclusive content on my Patreon, and I say things on my Discord that I will never say here. So again, if you wanna check it out, support me on my Patreon. Which is a link in the description, patreon.com/StormyFolf. Hi Gion, how you doing? Theo says, I get tired of having to scroll 3 to 4 times past the shorts to get what I want to watch. Yeah, you ever notice like the shorts? And the comment section of shorts is just pure brain rot. It's not even a language. It's just broken text. Or just meme spouting. There seems to be no sense of intelligence anywhere on this planet. So I can just imagine Buzz saying that when he enters the shorts comment section. It's like TikTok all over again. So... how to craft Lego figures? Well, I actually do have some kind of Lego thing that I would like to put together. I don't know if I'll do it for a stream though. It's a Tails figure that's made of Legos that Sherbert sent me a long time ago. I still need to put together. Hi Dell the Protogen. Dell, how's HP doing? I haven't heard from him in a while. Same with Lenovo. The comment is another planet. It really is. It's just brain rot. And I just imagine it's just some kid that's just got too much time on their hands. And I'm like, where are the adults at? I hate this. That's how I feel sometimes on the internet. I just feel very lonely. It feels like millennial furries are like a rare species almost. There aren't a lot of us. Dude, you getting Adele. Oh my god, that dude got in trouble if I remember a long time ago. Hi Isaiah, how you doing? Shadow says, so I'm thinking about making a feet different furry YouTuber doing 3 main videos. What? I'm sorry, dear, I'm having trouble understanding you. What were you talking about? Stalkers, there are no millennials. They all disappeared. That's how I feel sometimes. Carnelian.
Guess I don't exist.
Hi. Oh, tell Pig I say hi. Hi kiddo, how you doing? Coffee Cato says hello. Been a while since I've been busy, but random wisdom. Toes are just sad excuses for fat foot fingers. What? Fat foot fingers? Fat oh! I'm sniffing in stereo. What the heck is this creature? What did I just do? Flat snout. D says, is it hard to see with that mask? Kinda, sorta. But you get used to it. You get used to it. If you actually look really, really close, you could see a mesh on the eye, maybe with this perspective, maybe possibly. Let's see, how close can I get? You might be able to see the mesh. That's how I see. I see through that tiny little mesh, that thin mesh material. It's like a bunch of tiny holes. It makes it difficult to see who is inside the suit, but I could see outside the suit. It's almost like a one-way mirror effect of some sort, because there's light outside, but on the inside, it's pitch black. So you can't really see like who is inside the fursuit. Unless you look through the mouth, and that's a different story. Two noses, yes. But D, I hope that answered your question. The mesh on your eyes is finer than other fursuits I've seen. Actually, let's do a little comparison. Let's get this out of the way. I don't need that because my mic is right here. Let's take my 2.5 fursuit, and if you look at the eyes, might have to zoom in a bit. If you look into the eyes of this suit, you'll notice that they're not as fine. The holes are actually quite a bit larger. I don't know if the autofocus is on or not. I don't think it is, but you can kind of see the holes basically. Now there are pros and cons to like the the larger mesh material or whatever. Like light comes into that suit a lot more easily, so I could see better in poorly lit conditions. However, you can also see my eyes more easily, like my actual eyes. That may take away from the illusion of fursuiting, aka breaking the magic, as some grumpy gray muzzles would say. Hey, I can't talk about gray muzzles, says the gray muzzle. Hi, gray muzzle over here. May as well be one anyway. Need that mouth open for breathing, right? Awesome. Has anyone ever sent you a handmade Stormi plush? Yes, and I don't know where I put them. I cleaned up in here. It was on my shelf up there, and it's not there now. So, otherwise I'd show y'all. How does one become a furry? I know there's a lot of hate with furries, and I don't know why. Live and let live. Thank you so much for that, by the way. It really is live and let live. Just let us live our lives. But how does one become a furry? Do you have an interest in anthropomorphic animals? Do you find the idea of making a fursona alluring? Would you say you are more interested in talking cartoon animal characters more than most people? If so, you might be a furry. Of course, the other option is, do you think you're a furry? Then yes, you're a furry. The thing is, you could choose to be furry or not. It's entirely up to you, because no one says you have to be furry if you like fursuits. It is... Right, what's a good way to look at this? I'm trying to think the right words. I don't think identity is the right word. I don't think so. No, it's not. Identity is not the right word for this. But really, no one can decide to be a furry except for you. And really, you don't have to tell anyone why you might be a furry. Just say, I'm a furry. Or you don't have to say you're a furry at all. It's totally up to you. There's not really a real requirement to being a furry. In my opinion anyway, other than just like having at least some interest in anthropomorphic animals. You can be interested in anthropomorphic animals, but hate fursuits and still be a furry. Some people are actually really scared of fursuits, kind of like the fear of clowns. I like to think those two are kind of similar in terms of fear. I don't remember the name of the phobia, but I think they share some relation to each other. A hobby. Yes, Shadow, exactly. Ask your doctor if furry is right for you. Matt says, what do you call a dinosaur fart? A blast from the past. You are banned. You are so banned for that. Are dreams like messages? They can be. Some people consider dreams messages from the future or omens of some sort. Some people claim to predict the future from their dreams. Isaiah says, the reason I'm a furry is because I like the idea of anthropomorphic animals, especially with me being a wolf. I love wolves. Well, I'd call that a classic reason to be a furry. And yes, you can be furry without a fursuit. If anyone says you need a fursuit to be a furry, I'm smarter than them. I'm so sorry. But I am. Also, I'm not really that smart. But no, they are wrong. They are wrong about that.
Yeah, I've been a fan of for over a decade, and like, yeah, I didn't get a suit until like 5 years, like, yeah, about 5 years ago.
This is off topic, Al says, but it's the Wega TV. No, that is a Toshiba. I don't have a Trinitron, unfortunately. Oh god. Ivy Combs Sammy. I can spell. I mean to. Shadow, I'm really sorry. I'm not understanding you. Kat, you really interested in mantis shrimps. Like, you are super duper interested in mantis shrimps. Excuse the Folf. Okay. Folf, excuse yourself. Okay, excuse me. I need water. I can't shove the water bottle in there because it will not. Oh my god.
No, you don't.
I look like a stressed middle-aged. There we go. I had to get some water, and I can't drink water because the mic is clipped to my tongue, and I don't want to get the mic wet because these are expensive. Human face. Oh no, not the human face. Someone did an experiment a long time ago saying that fursuits will get you more views. They made 2 videos, one in fursuit and one out of fursuit, and they were completely silent the whole time. And I thought that was messed up, but also true. I don't know why. Fursuits are like an instant view booster because they're weird, I guess. Sounds like straw time. I lost my straws, kiddo. I don't know where they are. Peanut, you redeemed a hydrate. Hi, Wolf Jackie. How you doing? How you doing? Matthew, you need to stop that. Why should you never fart in an Apple store? Because they don't have windows. I think Kiddo Dragon Fox told me that one a while back. Y'all are starting to like step on each other with these jokes. Yeah. Isaiah is looking fine. I look terrible.
No, you don't.
I look like low self-esteem 101. Rage Master says, how would you feel if someone could swim and have a pool party in their fursuit? Do you think this is a good idea? That is a really good question. I would say it should be done something done at one's own risk. I don't think it's a good idea, but it's not my responsibility to tell people what to do with their fursuits. I would say if you're gonna go to a swimming pool in fursuit, do not submerge the head. Do not. That is extremely dangerous. And just don't wear the bodysuit. That is even more dangerous because those things can get extremely heavy with water. I mean, you will not be able to stand up because they're so heavy when they're soaked. It's extremely dangerous. So I really don't recommend it unless you're doing it for like pictures. And that's just with the fursuit head. Never take a bodysuit into a swimming pool. That, and you don't want chlorine messing up your fursuit now, do you? Because it will. It may not ruin the colors unless there's airbrushing. It'll just eat the airbrushing off right away because of chlorine. It will affect the structural integrity of the fursuit itself. The fibers and whatnot, they'll start to deteriorate. You do not want to do that. So no, I do not recommend it unless you're just wearing a fursuit head for like a photo shoot and you're extremely careful. I still wouldn't do it personally, but it's not my job to tell people what to do with their fursuits, you know? Yeah. Exactly, stalkers. Exactly. They fursuits could get it really, really heavy. My fursuit is already pretty heavy as it is, and if this thing had water in it, it would probably weigh like 15, 20 pounds. Can you imagine that kind of weight sitting on your head? I mean, you probably could, but it would start to hurt. It would really, really start to hurt.
Mine's like hurting. It's only like 3 pounds.
Yeah.
And that's super heavy for a head.
Yeah, swimming in fursuit? No, never do that. That is a 100% hazard. That will actually really, really that might actually really harm you in ways that I don't want to describe. I imagine lots more weight sitting on my head. Yeah, all around a bad idea. I know people who have swam in fursuits, and they're bold and daring. I am not one of those people, so I would not ever do that. Yeah, Drake. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Just washing the fursuit in the tub and just getting it out. You could feel the weight pulling down on it, and you have to hold the suit in a specific way as you pull it out. Otherwise, you could have seams popping, all sorts of problems. Because the fursuit is not designed to have that much weight pulling at it. So you have to support it carefully as you like remove it and hang it up to dry. If you're not careful with it, you're gonna have popped seams and holes and whatnot, and you don't want that.
Yes, fursuits are very expensive. Like
yes, the average fursuit costs more than my car now. That's no joke. I'm actually that is actually real. That used to be like a joke for a while. Like, my fursuit costs more than my car. No, the average fursuit does in fact cost more than my Costco does in fact cost more than my car. Is fursuit comfy? It can be. It depends. It depends. For wearing, not really. If you're hugging someone that's fursuiting, then yes, they can be extremely comfortable. Wearing one, not so much. It can be quite unpleasant, especially during the summer months, because they're basically blankets. They're basically fur blankets that you're wearing. They'll keep you nice and toasty during the winter, though. That's for sure. Yeah, Folf Films made a video about swimming in fursuit, and he made great points about the risks that come with it. It can be done, but it's for me, it's way too risky. Yeah. I would not even attempt to do something like that unless I thought I was in really good shape. Even then, physics can still just win. Okay?
Right.
Doesn't matter how strong you are. Physics can still overcome. Nature's gonna do what it wants. I'm still wearing my jacket in the spring. Well, I'm wearing a kigu and a fursuit in hecking April while it's like 80-something degrees outside. Matt says, which fast food chain is most likely to win a basketball tournament? Dunkin' Donuts. You know, if America runs on Dunkin', then how come the nearest Dunkin' is like 300 miles away? Dunkin' is saying I don't live in America. That's what's going on. Peanut donated $2 through Super Chat and says, think of an army blanket without sheets to protect. It's an oddly specific reference, but I guess so, yeah. Peanut, thank you so much for the $2 Super Chat. Uh-oh, didn't mean to do that. Well, I think we had a very good vent session tonight. Y'all made me feel a little better. Trying to figure out the direction of my channel, my content. So I'm still really scared of what might happen as I go in this new direction. I'm more scared of losing support than anything else. That's what I'm terrified of. But for lack of better words, I've grown up. Stormi has grown up. Stormi has changed. And I have changed. That's why Stormi is changing with me. Stormi is my persona. I need to set new goals for my persona because a persona is typically like a creation of who we wish we could be, an idealized version of ourselves, okay? So I have more or less checked off everything about Stormi's original traits. I have become all of those. So now I need to level up. I need to give myself a new goal. Maybe the new Stormi is sassier. Maybe they're more articulate. Maybe they're more philosophical. We don't know. But I do like to think I'm becoming more philosophical. And I think this is something that many people won't really understand until they've done this for a long time. Until they've done it for several years. So therianthropy should be an interesting topic. I don't expect it to shatter records. I do expect it to have a lot of people talking. And then we're going to do a mail video. And then after that, I might get more philosophical. Maybe we could figure out if furries really are that weird. Because yes and no is the answer. It's how society perceives furries that makes them weird. When in reality, they're not exactly that weird. There are so many other weirder things in this world than furries. So, remember just to stay determined. Yes, it fills me with determination. Undertale music goes here. Stormi the Folf laughs. Oh, come on, Stacy. Oh my gosh. But I will be at FWA, so if you're gonna be there, you should come hang out because it's gonna be my last convention for a while. Maybe a year or more, and it hurts me to say that, but there's nothing I can really do. Unless I just wake up with $1 million the next day or something. Weird is a subjective term. Yeah, weird is a subjective term. Nah, dearest Alan, furries will always be around. Even if there was some sort of like legal bill that just somehow banned all furries. Furries will always be around. You can never get rid of a thought. It's just impossible. There does not exist a way to, like, ban such a thing. No amount of legal power could do that, in my opinion. Anyone who thinks otherwise, you probably haven't filed taxes yet. Sorry. Now I'm being sassy, okay? Are you suggesting that furries would survive the apocalypse? I'm suggesting they might prevent it. You seen how many furries work in STEM? What was that meme about if all the furries on the plane, if none of them got back home or whatever, civilization would collapse?
Yeah.
I would think the internet would collapse, and to some degree. Yes, there would be redundancies in place to prevent it from fully collapsing, but it would still be felt globally. So, why did the music stop? I don't like it when Spotify does that.
Yeah.
Oh, dearest Alan, there's a Spaceballs response to this. I'm just too tired to think of how it goes. I am too busy being here and now, but that was then. But right now, I'm in now. But when will then be now? Soon. In the future. When is the future? Now. Wait, when is the future? No, it was just back then. You just missed it. So, I have put your claim to shame. So. Del the Persian says, I'm going to college for mechanical engineering. So I definitely fall into the stereotype. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Bunky Paws, I don't believe that. I think that was more of like a joke when that happened. At least I've been told that was mostly a joke. No, you can't ban a thought. That's... Y'all, I am old and correct about this, okay? You cannot ban thoughts. It just does not exist in this timeline yet. Maybe about 50 years from now? Maybe? But not yet. Not yet. I am going... Okay, I already read that. Have you watched Boy and Beast? What is that? What is Boy and Beast? It sounds like Beastars. I never really got into Beastars.
Yeah, I still have to finish. I think I only watched like 2 episodes so far.
Dearest Alan, you seem to be very upset. I hope whatever it is you're going through, I hope you get through it, okay? Stump says, banning a thing often makes it worse. Just look at Prohibition. Oh! Oh! Anytime you, like, have a statement, Stump, it's just like... Bunky says, it's only in school. I think that's still silly. You still can't ban a thought. So, like, perchance, let's just say, oh my god, let me go back to the 90s for a second, back when I was still in school. And let's just say, no furries allowed! Okay. And I'm just sitting there thinking about how I'm a furry. They don't know that. Therefore, the ban didn't really work now, did it? You can't ban a thought. Very silly. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't been in school in like 200 years. So it doesn't matter to me anyway. Let's see here. I am searching online and planning to get on furry shirts. I haven't kept up with furry merch in a long time. Nomad Complex is one of my favorite furry merch dealers, though. So, anyway, it's a movie created by oh my gosh, I love that movie. It's so adorable. It has been almost 2.5 hours. I'm probably gonna call it here in a minute. I'm really tired. I do have a lot of stories to share about like when I was in school, though. I used to see people get arrested for just having a phone. My school did not play around. They were very strict. Okay, Del the Protogen, have a good night. No, they would like arrest people just for having phones. It was pretty serious, and it was like being in a prison sometimes. This is just a regular public school, mind you. Yeah, we had some really like draconian rules. It was other stuff like, you gotta have your shirt tucked in. And they would just like discipline you like you committed the worst crime ever. It was weird.
Yeah, people used to get spankings for that too.
Oh my, yeah, that was a thing. Look, this was the 90s, okay? Nowadays, anyone gets arrested for that stuff. But back then, no, you didn't. So, yeah, Stacy, look, it was a different time. Totally different time. So, what was it? I lost my train of thought. I need to eat here in a little bit. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. So, but yeah, that was all in the past. I got in trouble for a lot of really weird things, and almost all of it was like dress code problems. Like, oh, you can't wear cargo shorts, you can't do this, you can't do that. I used to be like really shy and quiet, and I would be very obedient. I would try to be the good noodle. I became the bad noodle after they kept disciplining me. They took one problem and they made it worse. They compounded the issue because I thought the rules were really dumb, and I just kept doing whatever I wanted. We had a Halloween day, and they said you can wear costumes, but you can't wear just whatever you want. I wore whatever I wanted that day. And you know what happened? Nothing. And that was like after I broke 6 other rules. I just stopped caring. And I think they were getting the message. I was a little gremlin. This was like just before I got my GED anyway, so, you know. Yeah. Stump it. They actually don't do that here anymore. I think someone got really angry and tried to sue them. And I'm like, that's not fair. That should have happened when I was in school. No.
Right. Like, all the good stuff always happened when we graduate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, for me, Because I've learned in like a crappy school for like my entire time there, and then I get a new school as soon as I graduated. Like they rebuilt the entire thing.
Yeah. See, like, we didn't have a lot of fancy stuff that people have today. What, they have like digital boards now or some
Oh yeah,
stuff
we had
like
that briefly.
Oh, we didn't get any of that.
Huh.
I remember the
like...
transition from chalkboards to whiteboards.
Oh yeah, that was a kind of a thing too.
I remember that very clearly. I hated chalkboards,
to...
by the way. They were so loud.
I was drove like Pikachu on it because that was what I was into back then.
I'm pretty sure I did that once or twice.
Stop on the digital board too.
Stop! Stop says I graduated with a mohawk and a middle finger. I was a turd. Stump, I hecking love you. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Y'all think I have stories. Oh, Stump has a million stories. Stump is hilarious. So, moral of the story is, I'm old. I've been through hell, but I have a lot of wisdom and experience for it. And I want to talk with other like-minded people who have gone through what I've went through. And there doesn't seem to be a lot of us, and it makes me sad. But that's okay. That's okay. Because I still can be the best Folf I can ever be. I can still make good content. I clearly I'm still doing something right. If people still come to my streams. Clearly I'm still doing something correctly. I'm hoping to get more philosophical with my videos and streams. Less how to get a fursuit, more why get a fursuit? Why do this? Why do that? Like I am becoming the big brain. It's like when you reach a certain age, you get like an infinite supply of dad jokes and puns. It's very true. Stormy stories. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Weather Channel's not gonna like that one. Oh, Miranda, have a good night. Have a good night. Let's see. I do love Undertale. Very, very much. Toby Fox is such a sweet bean. I don't think he's a furry, but I think he's a furry. You get my vibe. You ever just
he has Fox in his name, so like that's a telltale sign there.
I used to do that stuff all the time before like I thought I was a furry. I would put Fox in a lot of my usernames. And I never really admitted to being a furry. I just like, furries are cringe. By the way, I like foxes a lot, but I'm not a furry. Yeah. Teen Wolf is such a weird mole. It's a movie about a mole, not a wolf. Teen Wolf is such a weird movie, is what I meant to say. It's a very strange movie. Michael J. Fox is like one of my favorite actors. It's unfortunate he has Parkinson's. But yeah. I like getting into these bigger topics, these deep philosophical moments, and I hope y'all like them too. I know that they're not as exciting as I took my fursuit to Walmart and stuff like that, but to me, that's not really that original anymore. I could go to TikTok right now and probably find 20 people that have done that. It's not that exciting like it used to be, you know? I think I'm more interested in like hearing people's thoughts on things, hearing them describe how they might visualize the furry fandom's future. Stuff like that, you know? As I think like, you know, I feel like VTubers and VR furries might become the new standard for like expressing ourselves. Fursuits will always be around, but they're going to be seen as an extra luxury thing. I know a lot of suit makers that have gotten out of the business just because of how costly materials have gotten. Interviews and such, maybe. I kind of feel like Benji does the interview thing already. I don't want to step on his grounds, if you know what I mean. We're going to be so popular. Me? I was at one point. Oh my god.
I mean, you still are.
That actually happened in a reality show. Someone walked in with a fursuit to a pawn shop. And they were an actual furry. That was their fursuit. It was for reality TV, so it was all staged, but it technically happened, you know? But don't actually bring your fursuit to a pawn shop. They will laugh and probably lowball you like $100 or something, maybe less. Best I can do is $50, hoss. Hang on, let me get my expert on fursuits. Hey, Beta! Oh god, no. Can you buy some supplies from Michael's for fursuit making? Technically, yeah. I think you could.
You could.
Yeah.
They have some supplies for that, but I mean, you need a lot of them. But
yeah,
you can pull it off.
I wouldn't get luxury shag or fur from any big box store. I would go to an online retailer for that. Oh my god, imagine someone pawning a life jacket and then Beta just shows up to like appraise the life jacket. It's nice and squishy. I think we could sell this for about $200. And then they just lowball them $20. Something like that. Hal Fabrics, Big Z Fabrics. I've heard of them. I've heard of those too.
They're pretty decent.
Joanne has fur for $50 per yard. Absolutely insane. I wouldn't trust it personally. I've not had good luck with fur from Joanne's and whatnot. But maybe someone else will have better luck than me. But yeah. Ashiera says, we tossed the erasers out the window before class. Teacher sent me out to retrieve them. I tossed one through the open window and unintentionally hit her square in the back. Oh! Ashi, you a little gremlin too. Oh my gosh. Okay, this reminds me of one more story I gotta share with y'all. So, back when I worked in housekeeping, I worked for a mall a long time ago. There was like these kids, or maybe they were teens, I don't remember. It was so long ago, but they went into the bathroom and made a mess for the sake of making a mess. They just did it for laughs. The security guard stopped them and made them clean it all up. He just said, y'all not going anywhere unless y'all clean all this up. And that's what they did. They cleaned up all the mess they made. And I'm like, that would never fly today. But it happened there, and I was trying not to laugh. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So, hi Sipke, how you doing? Sleepy Oat? That's disturbing. We'll see how much 3D printing fills. I will need to make mantis shrimps fursuit. Why do you like mantis shrimps so much? I don't know if I asked you, but why do you like mantis shrimps?
They're all interesting, though.
Oh yeah, it's always a good idea to get samples first before you get the real deal. Especially with buying fur. They were at the Weeb Club too. Oh no. I tried to start an anime club when I was in high school. Like, oh my god, literally 20 years ago. That's scary. Tried to start one 20 years ago. It got rejected. There was not enough interest. And it made me really sad. Because back then I had so few friends and I thought this might be a good idea for me to like make my new social bubble. And they said no. And it made me the big sad. Because nowadays that's like normal. But back then, no. I was too ahead of my time. So, yeah. Forget about making a furry club back then. I didn't even know what a furry was back then. Little did I know it was actually a furry. I just, like, I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't either, like, until, like, until, like, in 2012. That was, like, the first time of me even hearing of furries, and I've been, like, making characters since I was, like, 5.
I was still more into the anime thing back then. I would occasionally draw foxes, though. I always liked adding fox or cat ears to people, and I don't know why. Of course, now I do, but back then I had no idea.
Yeah, the only thing anime related I drew was like, Pikachu, Hamtaro, and Goku. Because that's what everyone drew. Everyone drew Goku.
Yeah, Goku was like the stereotype almost. Like, if you drew anime, you drew Goku. I drew Inuyasha. I was into the less popular stuff back then. Of course, Inuyasha is like, everyone knows who Inuyasha is.
Right.
Can we have dog ears? We could just do that. Yeah. Almost cosplayed as Inuyasha. Long time ago. I still want to, but never got to do that. Let's see. All right, I think I'm going to call it here. It's almost 10 p.m. I need to have energy for tomorrow's stream on Twitch. Thank y'all so much for supporting me and stopping by the stream. I really do appreciate it. I hope y'all are okay with this new direction we're taking things. I'm trying to do things differently. Trying to do content that like entertains me, that fascinates me, not just do what's popular, you know. Stump Jumper donated $10 through Super Chat and says, enjoy the stream, Stormy. Hope you and Rag have a good one, and y'all stay awesome. I will try my best, dear. Will try my best. Thank you so much.
Stump.
Thank you so much for the $10 Super Chat. I am gonna be working pretty much all week getting the new video out. I want all y'all's thoughts and comments about it, what I could have done better, what you liked, what you hated. You know, be real. You know what I mean? Stump Jumper, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $10 Super Chat. And Gummy Worm, I like your name. Gummy Worm donated $5 through Super Chat and says, love your bubbly, positive energy and your big heart. Hope you're having a wonderful night. It started off pretty bad, but it got a little better as I talked, and then more I talked, the better it got, I guess. But I'm doing better now than I was 2 hours ago. I will say that. So, Gummy, thank you so much for the $5 Super Chat. John says it's almost 6 a.m. It's almost 10 p.m. for me. So yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I'm like super tired and I'm sweating. It's hot. Anyway, thank y'all so much for supporting me. New video next weekend. It has to happen because I just finished the script. So I have to record tomorrow and edit as much as I can every day. With any luck, we'll have a new video next weekend. I'm pretty confident it'll be done next weekend. So, I just hope that y'all like it. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll do another stream on YouTube. I'll do another YouTube stream probably May 4th. I mean, no, May 3rd. May 3rd. May the 3rd be with you. Next stream will be May 3rd, Friday. May 3rd. That's in 2 weeks. So, I'll have a Twitch stream tomorrow if y'all like the chaos. My personality there is different. I should let y'all know that right now. I have a different personality on Twitch. It may not be your thing. If you like the chill, laid-back vibes, you're definitely gonna like it here a lot more than there. So I'm just letting y'all know in advance. It may not be your thing if you go to Twitch. Okay. Anyway. New video next weekend. Lots in store. Lots planned. Thank y'all so much for sticking with me after all these years. I really do appreciate it. And I will see y'all later. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
E.